There's a big production out there right now. New York Street is dressed. Recently shot on that street, American Ninja Warrior. Rutherford Falls, Ted, Quantum Leap, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Here's Jimmy Fallon to tell us more.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. I once got mugged over there. An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
All right, we're going to wave goodbye to the faux concrete jungle of our metropolitan sets and say hello to the prehistoric jungle of Skull Island. Here's King Kong director Peter Jackson to lead the way.
It's the original King Kong that I saw that movie on TV. I like films that just come away Tom Mitchell does it when the wrong way the ship goes out to the Lost Island and monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. That was great to have you along for the ride. Now we have created this 3D immersive experience. Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We are just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film. And this is, another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie.
Nobody's going to be for hundreds of years. It was so shocking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, adventure awaits. Let's get those 3D glasses on.
Okay, glasses on everybody.
Please hold on to your belongings. Remain seated at all times. And start skydiving. tour. King Kong 360 3D is brought to Universal Studios Hollywood by Weta Digital and Peter Jackson, the Academy Award-winning director. That epic battle we just witnessed was created using some of the most advanced technology filmmaking today and projected in the world's largest 3D screens, standing 40 feet tall and 180 feet long.
The audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Fallon from this side and T-Rexes from the other side. In the movie, we always know elephants to the shark also, one of the things about this ride, I mean, movies that we used to working on, there's no cuts. Because it's really shot. This train that's driving around through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. It really creates you about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
During King Kong 360 3D, a portion of this tram was pulled into the movie. When it was, it became a picture car. A picture car is any vehicle on a set that is seen by the camera, and sometimes they become just as famous as the stars who drive them. If you can let me out here, I'll take the Ferrari back. There's Biff's car from Back to the Future that got covered in manure. Guess he knows where the car was. Got some time rounding off the tour. Can't talk about picture cars without talking about the Fast and Furious films. That Nissan Skyline is a little Paul Walker joke, opening racing too fast and furious. The gyrosphere without the plexiglass. The plexi was put in post-production. Computer-generated imagery of CGI because they didn't want the camera reflecting in it. Check out that tank from Michael Bay's Transformers. It's about 75% comprised of plywood. When it comes to building sets and things for movies, if it's what it's good, it's just so easy to work with. It goes up fast, comes down fast. It can look like anything. Metal, marble, brick, you name it with the right production design. And while we're the subject of production design, our next stop is the Jungle Islands off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
All these sets and vehicles coming up are used in Steven Spielberg's original Jurassic Park film. This is the mobile lab that dangled precariously from that parking structure we drove past earlier. It was made up to look like a massive cliff face for this scene. This mobile lab coming up on the left. Dinosaurs over there on me. So we say hello to dinosaurs and project out one way. Chocolate and vitamin D, really good for your skin. The medical these days. Now, the original Jurassic Park was released in 1993 and became the biggest box office success of that year. In that very same year, Spielberg won 2 Oscars for Schindler's List, Best Director and Best Picture. So, in '93, he had the biggest box office success and the biggest critical success. 2 different movies in the same year. Good year for him. He had a lot of good years, and actually got his start here at Universal.
When I was about, 16 years old, and I began hanging out at Universal during my summers. When I went to college nearby, I continued to come on the lot and try to become a director. Universal sort of is my birthplace. This is the place I consider my first home, and I love it here. And I keep coming back.
Alphonse Webb played an important role in that clip we watched from The Lost World, and it does in any movie. Create just right mood and atmosphere for a scene. Weather effects have always been kind of tricky here in Hollywood because most of the time it's sunshine. So filmmakers have to create weather. have a look at some of the ways they do it. Let's start with some rain. So as you can see, rain is created by an overhead sprinkler hidden from view. We just shoot water straight up in the air and let it fall naturally like rain. Problem is, when we get too much rain, then it can lead to disaster in the form of flash floods, and we've got one headed right for us. Flood was caused by the fountain of recycled water from large tanks of the hill. Here's what it looks like from Metropolitan Amity point of view in the comedy Big Fat Liar.
You can't run the wolf, Jimmy! You don't need that.
Taking you back across the border, back in time to the Wild West. Recently shot on these sets, Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. But in the heyday of the Western, these sets were lulled to all action. Still a lot of action over here on the left in the dressmaker shots. This is kind of the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to remind everybody to remain seated at all times. You guys have been fantastic so far, but just in case you drop your cell phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, reach up and pull that red cord, get my attention, I'll come back, we'll sort it out. Please continue to remain seated on the tram. Just across this tranquil lagoon over here on the left in stages 30 through 33, we're working on season 23 of The Voice, as well as the American Song Contest, hosted by Snoop Dogg and Kelly Clarkson. Incidentally, that tranquil lagoon is the original Black Lagoon in the cult classic The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And while we're on the subject of creature features, just up ahead of us is Little Europe. It's where we invented the monster movie with classics like Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, and the Mummy. We call these sets Little Europe because they can look like many of the cities in Europe. By changing the language of the street signs and the buildings, adding the appropriate vehicles and props and color schemes. Recently, these sets double as the afterlife for The Good Place, starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson.
You are a mission spot. Our division. This location. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to a bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
Let me help you.
What is a bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
This is the Court of Miracles over here on the right, looking very creepy at night. It's where many of the famous monsters got their start. It got its name from the Parisian square in the novel The Hunchback, but Notre Dame was made into a movie in 1923, and that's what kicked off the monster movie craze. Maybe it's anything of monsters.
The Mummy.
Hunchback. The Invisible Man, classic.
It's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the universe. I was just mesmerized by it. Was Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
It's still ringing in my memories now. And I love it.
And this is a classic effect. 1930s, ladies and gentlemen, The Invisible Man, and that thing still holds up. He did it with using multiple strips of film on top of each other. There's about half a dozen different strips of film, and they layered them. That's how they got that effect. Pretty impressive. All right, just up ahead of us at stage 50, we shot some key scenes from the series Bones, starring David Boreanaz. Bones ran for 12 seasons, but it did wrap, so we get to go inside and have a look around. You don't need 3D glasses for this, we're just checking out a cool film set, but I'm going to bring up a little of scene we shot in here, so we have a point of reference as we go in.
That's him. Get over there.
And the Bones is set in Washington, D.C., and this is dressed to be a subway station underneath the Embarcadero Plaza in San Francisco. All we really have to do is change the map of the subway from San Francisco. Whoa! So it's okay, it's just a trip. It's a set car. You get them all the time. It's nothing. That's starting to feel like a little bit more than I think it's the middle approach. The ceilings can't get on the left. Here's what it looks like on film. Now, one natural disaster to another of sorts. Keep your seats as we make our way into Amity Island, a lovely little tourist town that was once terrorized by a man-eating great white shark. The locals had a name for it, Jaws. As you can see, the shark has been caught, the diver in the scene. Suffering sequels. There's another shark out there. No, there's a diver in the water. I believe that's not a hurt. We still have a chance to catch that shark. There's some big time to the end of that yellow barrel out there. If he takes it, we'll snag it. Taking the bait, taking the whole shot. You know, if we drive around here at night, and some of the stuff you can't see very well, but boy, Jaws looks fantastic at night with all that fire and fog.
That's much more
Wherever you look, hear the raging. We're always saying, the shark is not working. The shark.
We just waited a minute. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark well enough for a while there. Right, we always shark a lot.
Coming up on your right is Miss Mona's Chicken Ranch. It's built in 1982 for the best little whorehouse in Texas, starring Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. It's an example of a practical set, which means we use it inside or outside. You know, most of these sets we're driving past are just shells for exterior shots, and then the interior footage will be shot in the soundstage. But some of them, a precious few like this one, are practical sets where we can do both. The way it works, the walls inside can come apart, move around, make room for our cameras and equipment. And back over here on your left, we've got Colonial Street, otherwise known as Wisteria Lane, ABC's Desperate Housewives. Recently shot on that street, Mindy Kaling's series Never Have I Ever, as well as feature films, music videos, commercials. That's one you can't see very well. I'll give you a better look at it. My friends, we're about 15 minutes out now. Going to have you back in the theme park in no time. Just want to remind everybody to pull that red forward and neatly remain seated. This is our wilderness area. Picture Sandra Bullock out here with a blindfold on. I shot pickups for Bird Box out here. We call this next area Picture Colors the Sequel, which isn't the greatest title in the world, but we're working on it. Those three minis in that double-decker bus are from Mr. Bean, starring Rowan Atkinson. Got a whole lot of Fast and Furious stuff out there. A couple of Treadles Chargers. There's Bumblebee in the back left. Talk about the picture car multiverse. That police cruiser in the middle is from Michael Mann's Public Enemies, starring Johnny Depp and Christian Bale. Yes, and follow the subject of Public Enemies. These two sets are probably the most famous sets to stand in Hollywood: the Bates Motel and the Psycho House. Home to Universal's Public Enemy #1, Norman Bates. He's probably just helping that woman check in, I suspect. We didn't see anything, sir. We're just passing through. Uh-oh. I think we better hit the road. Sorry, but looks like some of you may not make it. Mrs. Bates is still up in the window, but don't bother waiting. She's always in a rough mood. Ooh, what's... Just beyond the Psycho House, one of the most impressive sets ever created. The spectacular crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Dakota Fanning and Tom Cruise. This is all that's left when you really hide out, and that's a real plane, by the way. A real 747, destroyed just for this scene.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Steven had.
And for, again, to sit down and talk about War of the World, that thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay. Got them closed? Bobby, get in. Get in.
Our production picked this plane up for 60 grand, which is a pretty good price for a working 747. The catch was it cost over 200 grand to get it here, and it was less than 80 miles away. It's always the shipping and handling that gets you. There's a town about 80 miles north of here where the 5 meets the 14 called Mojave. And there's an old aircraft boneyard out there. There's an Air Force base and runway, and this plane was out there. Plasma torches to cut the plane into 4 pieces, and then cranes to load each piece onto the back of a huge tractor trailer and flatbed, and then section off the interstate to drive it here. You know, planes, they usually fly places, they don't drive places very often. This one did. And we've been very fortunate to work with Academy Award-winning, generation-defining directors like Steven Spielberg, and now we're thrilled to be partnering with Academy Award winner Jordan Peele. And in a moment, we'll be taking you to the actual sets used in Jordan Peele's sci-fi thriller Nope, starring Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. Jordan.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Creek, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky G. over there, look into the winking reactor and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Cape Shape. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, a little further down, you can see the brand new Special Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Not looking so live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, the old rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world of no.
That's what it sounds like to be absorbed by a UFO. We were going to have everyone absorbed by a UFO, but it seemed like a little much. Folks have to work and go to school. We'll do you one better, though. We want to immerse everybody into a movie. Everybody stay seated. In fact, hold on tight, because we're all about to become characters in the Fast and Furious.
Look, this might be more serious than you think. What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a knife. I'm the reason the He-Man burnt his mom out of under his bed. I'm the reason he just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Peele of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service, and as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are?
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they are. They'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I'm so tired of you state guys stepping in. Just whatever you feel like.
Mute him.
Don't mute it.
That's it. We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill,
That's right, party's over.
you know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of...
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Short tricks, Gus. Ops can't hold him forever. Lenny, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Lenny ready to go.
That sounds like gunfire. Think we better put on those bulletproof 3D glasses again. Just in case.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Lenny, hook him up. Now we're moving.
The witness is mine, Lenny!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Calling them dogs!
Way to go, Lenny. Truck lining up the missile shot. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Rolling up shoot heading to the bridge. Under the trenches. Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
You know, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
All right, folks, on behalf of Lucas, myself, and all of us here at NBC Universal, it has been a pleasure showing you all around. Now, do yourselves a favor when you're here, download the official Universal Studios Hollywood app. That'll give you show times, wait times, and up-to-date park information. Like show times for Waterworld, the live SeaWorld Spectacular, or to confirm the park closes tonight at 10 p.m. To our pass holders, thank you for being with us today. For those of you who aren't pass holders, you can visit the Universal box office or any of the upgrade kiosks to see how you can turn today's ticket into an annual pass and return again and again and again. Make sure you check out The Secret Life of Pets off the leash. And have a great rest of your evening here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. When we say the movies, that's a wrap.
I've been on that tour so many times since I was a kid, and I just love it every time.
The first time I ever went on Universal Lot, we did the tour.
I grew up in Los Angeles, and that was like the place to go and see Jaws.
I got my introduction to Universal Studios through the tour, and so then to be in the movies and seeing the trams drive by, it's very overwhelming. One of the coolest things actually about shooting for Universal is sometimes you shoot on the lot, and you get close, it's like there's Jaws, there's a crash flood, and all those trams are riding around. It's the coolest thing ever.
1979. Back then, the tram drivers were kind of a little reckless, a little crazy. There was no restriction on cars going in. They used to drive all over and kind of do anything back and forth.
I have so many amazing memories of the lot when we were shooting Back to the Future.
Being here both from back and top.
The tram would come through, the tourists would see Michael J. Fox, and they're taking camera snap. So one day, Michael J. Fox had his own camera, and every time the tourists came through snapping their pictures, he ran out and started taking pictures of them.